name is George, and I am here to review Bang. I just got it this week, and I think it's a pretty great game. And I'm going to show you how to play it a little bit, and tell you if it's any fun or not. This is the basic setup of the game. This is what you basically get your very first anything before you even started the game. Right when you start off, you will be handed, you won't be able to see any of these, but it'll be one of these little, hey, I've got a star on it, cards, and you'll look at yours, and there'll be something like the sheriff, and the outlaw, and then the renegade, and then the deputy sheriff. Basically, this is anything that kind of starts off the game. This is the sheriff. Everybody knows who the sheriff is. Everybody else is secret in the entire game. The sheriff is trying to kill both the renegade and the outlaws. The deputy is basically trying to help the sheriff kill off these other guys. The outlaws just have to kill the sheriff, and the renegade wants everybody just basically to die, which is obviously the hardest role because you kind of have to make sure the sheriff doesn't die for a while and kind of help him kill off the renegades or the outlaws and the deputies, and make sure the sheriff basically dies last, because once he dies, the outlaws have already won. So that's kind of how that works. Let's pretend that we are the sheriff. We'll put that there. Everybody knows that I'm the sheriff now. And you will also be handed out, excuse me, a character card. These are little things that have your life on it, and they have all these characters, and they all have special abilities. Let's say Susie Lafayette. I'm going to be a chick for this game. And that is my card. And I don't know if you can read that, but it says as soon as she has no cards in her hand, she draws a card. So, instantly once you lose all your cards, it's like, hey, I get a card back. These bullets on the side are your life. So instantly you get to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because you're Susie, and because you're the sheriff, you get an extra 1 because, frankly, everybody will be shooting at you. So let's say I am dealt out these cards. These cards come in the brown, and they come in the blue cards. The blue cards are things you put on this spot. Say I were to, since I'm the sheriff, I get to immediately play my blue card, and now I can. Now I have a range of 5. The range that's stated right here basically says, to my left and to my right, I can shoot 5 people away from me. And immediately, if you want, given the cards I have, there is the Bang card I can play. There is the Miss card. Those are really, you keep those in your hand all the time, and it's, hey, somebody's shooting a Bang card at me, instantly play your Miss card. There you go. The Gatlin I also have, I can shoot, the little symbols here actually tell you, you will get one of these little cards as well. It has all little symbols on it. So you can basically shoot everybody in the game at once, but everybody gets shot. If they don't have a missed, everybody gets shot at the same time. That's the deputies, the renegades. You don't have a choice of who gets shot and who doesn't. But let's say, okay, I played those cards, and I wanted to shoot, we're going to shoot some of the outlaws. We're going to shoot some, we're going to go like that. And let's just say he did not have a missed, so they lose one of these. Same thing. If I get shot and I don't have, if I don't have one of these in my hand to play a missed, then I lose 1. That's kind of the whole mechanic of the game, is shot, miss, bam, bam. There are also the dynamite, which is actually pretty fun. I don't know if you can see that, but what happens is your next turn, you take the top card, you have a, There's going to be a pile right in the center of everybody, and draw. Draw is what it's called. You're basically drawing, and you pull the top card, and you'll see this little, there's a king of diamonds right here. But on the dynamite or the jail, it'll have a thing that's like, okay, if you happen to draw a spade between a 2 and a 9, then the dynamite explodes and you get that. Otherwise, pass it to the next person to your left. So basically the next few people in the line will have the dynamite. So they all have to draw, and they have to draw, and if they get a spade from between a 2 and a 9, it explodes and they lose 3 life. That's pretty devastating. The Renegade basically got blown up last game I played. It was kind of funny. Also, a huge pain in the butt is the jail. The jail, you get to draw again. If you don't draw a heart, you're in jail. You get to discard it the next thing, but you don't get to go that turn because you're in jail. And it sucks pretty bad because you're basically wasting a turn. Thank God for the beer cards that you can play later on. These basically save your life. Obviously, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a plus bullet, meaning you get 1 of your health back. These are pretty huge. This basically keep you alive. There are also these dual cards. That's kind of calling a person out to play some of their bang cards. They don't have to play them, and they can lose a life if they really want to, but if it calls them out, they have to play a bang card. And then you kind of got to go, uh-oh, they shot, so I got to play a bang card too. So you guys go back and forth, and whoever does or does not have a bang card. That was a mist, but you can't play the mist on the duel, but whoever does not come up with the first bang card gets shot. Your life is also how many cards you can have at the end of your turn. You do pick 2 right at the beginning of your turn, so you're going to have blah blah blah. Say I had 5 at the beginning, so I'm going to end up having 7 cards in my hand. I get to play them as I see fit. I cannot play 2 of the exact same card. You also can't play more than 1 bang at a time unless there's a card that says you can. So I can't go bang, I'm going to shoot you, and I'm going to shoot you. You can't do that. You can shoot once, or you can play like a different card. You can play a duel. You can play a Gatlin if you want to. As long as they're all different, it's all fair game. Do whatever you want, but see, I got a lot of bang in my hand, so I can only shoot. Because nothing lets me shoot again, I have to just use 1. Outside of that, it's pretty wide open. Oh, and like I said, I mean, this correlates to the 5. So this is 5. Immediately, if I lose 1, I only get to have 4 at the end of my turn. If I go down to 3 at the end of my turn, I got to discard down to 3. That type of thing. So you kind of have to be wary, and you get really low when you're down to, you know, once you get down to here, you're sitting there going, man, I hope this bang card can win it for me next turn. I mean, you will still get to pick the 2 to go along with that at the beginning. That's actually wrong, but you will get to pick the 2, but it's kind of slim pickings at that point, and you really need to pull it out of your butt at the end there. So that's kind of bang. There's a lot of going back and forth with your buddies, bang, going like that, and losing life and gaining life and all those kind of things. It's kind of neat, and I think you should check it out. It's probably a good party game. It's probably not good for people that kind of take things personally, because there are times when you will be sitting there and your buddy will go, you know, your buddy's got 2 life left, and you start shooting at him, and he's sitting there going, man, why do you have to keep on shooting at me? So he might get angry at you. Also, I can see a little kid maybe doing that, like, hey mom, why are you shooting at me? I want to win the game, all that kind of stuff. Sore losers probably don't want to be involved in this game. Outside of that, it's a great game, and I think you should pick it up for a party game or a family game, and hope you enjoyed the review.